In this episode of the 40-Year Sim, we'll be taking a look at November 1994, the first full month of the 95 season. We'll be checking out teams that we didn't see in the previous video, like the Blazers, Terry Porter, Dale Ellis, Marshall Lonis, Horace Grant, Dino Raja, Clarence Witherspoon, Harvey Grant, Blackwell, Tim Perry. That makes up the Blazers. They got Vijon Leonard at the end of the bench. And they'll be facing the Timberwolves to start things off. And yes, we'll be seeing a couple other teams that we haven't seen yet in this video. I got the list here. Who was it? It was the Suns, the Heat, and the Nets. And then we'll also be seeing some Jason Kidd, Penny and Shaq, of course, Mutombo, Mookie Blaylock, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Reggie Miller, Alonzo Mourning, Gary Payton. I mean, Dominique Wilkins. We got the 95 season. You know, I didn't really think about it before. There were stars. There were interesting players, fascinating players at this time. A nice mix of young players and vets. So let's get right into the highlights here with Portland against the Wolves. Terry Porter at the wing. It's a 2-2 tie. Marshall Lonis with the long two, make it a 4-2 game. You got Kenny Anderson dribbling. Makes the three-pointer there for the Wolves. The Wolves have shooters. And then we got Horace Grant with that basket there. I almost said Harvey Grant, his brother. The Grant brothers are on the same team. Allen Houston doesn't make that shot, disproving the fact that disproving what I said about them having shooters. But he's still a good shooter. He just missed that shot. Made shot by the Blazers to make it an 8-8 tie. And then Dale Ellis makes that shot, 10-8. Blazers up by 2. Kenny Anderson is going to try to drive, make that basket, 10-10. Marshall Lonis to Dale Ellis to Terry Porter. Let's see if old man Terry at this point, let's see what he does. Dale Ellis, who is also a bit old, gets the ball. Marshall Lonis, maybe approaching 30 as well. Dino Raja, probably 27 or so. I don't know why I'm naming all their ages. It doesn't really matter, but it is what it is. And there's a missed shot by the Wolves. 13-10. Marshall Lonis makes that jumper there for the Blazers. And now it's an 8-point game in the fourth quarter. 103-95. We got Blackwell in the game for the Blazers. Passing it to Dale Ellis. Ellis to Witherspoon. Witherspoon to Blackwell. Let's see if someone will make a shot. Here you go. Dino Raja. Nope. Horace Grant. There it goes. Horace Grant. Kind of looks good in a Blazers uniform, don't you think? Interesting. Interesting to see him on the Blazers. Kenny Anderson at the wing. Passing it to Allen Houston for 3. There we go. The Wolves have shooters, like I just said. And Allen Houston proved my point. Clarence Witherspoon to Nate Blackwell. He misses that shot, but Raja's right there for the putback. 107-98. This game is over. 121-111. We've seen the Blazers. That was the goal of those highlights, was to just to say that we saw them. I don't know if we're going to be seeing them that much this season, but we saw them in this video. So check them off. Check them off. We saw the Blazers. We can move on. Suns, Danny Ainge, Kenny the Jet Smith, Sean Elliott, Danny Manning, Brad Daugherty, same as usual. This Suns team is a lot of fun. Purvis Short, Hot Rod Williams, Sam Cassell, Larry Nance, Fred Roberts, Jose Antonio Montero. They got a lot of fun players in the Suns. They made the finals in 92-93. They gave the Rockets a big test in 94. And now they're hoping to get right back into the finals, maybe win it this time in 1995. We'll see if that's something they could do. They definitely have a good amount of players to do it. The Spurs, they got Avery Johnson, Ricky Berry, Kersey, Cummings, and Robinson. Kind of the same old. Avery Johnson, I guess, hasn't always been their starting point guard, but he's there. Let's check out Danny Ainge. I don't know why I said it like that. Missing that shot. Danny Manning with that putback dunk there. Back to the camera angle that I'm comfortable with. Danny Manning makes that shot for the Suns. Now we got Avery Johnson passing it to Jerome Kersey for the baseline jumper. Danny Manning this time. Makes that basket. Very, very nice. Very nice. Brad Doherty to Danny Ainge for 3. That's good. Phoenix already up 9-2 to start the game. Then we have Ricky Berry missing that jump shot. Brad Doherty with the rebound. Suns on the run. The sons of bitches that they are. Danny Ainge to Danny Manning. Manning up against Kersey. Manning will miss the shot. Get the putback. 11-2. You know, it's nice to see Brad Doherty and Danny Manning, two injury-prone players. Obviously, injuries are turned off, so we can really see like them reach their full potential as the Spurs make that basket 11-4. You know, Brad Doherty, it's 1995. Brad Doherty retired by this point in real life because of his back injuries. Danny Manning was a shell of himself by 1995 because of his injuries. And here's Manning making that dunk. And yes, let's jump forward because this game's kind of getting out of hand already. Looks like the Suns might take this game. And yeah, it's going to be fun to see how long Danny Manning and Brad Doherty last in this league when we don't have to worry about injuries. So I'm excited about that. 115-106 is the final score there. The Heat, Gary Payton, Steve Smith, Tony Kukoc, Buck Williams, Alonzo Mourning, Nate McMillan is a hell of a backup point guard to have there. Roddy Rogers, P.J. Brown, Clark Kellogg, Kevin Edwards. I expect big things from the Heat this season. Let's see if this expansion team can really make some noise. Gary Payton makes that shot there. Maybe we can stop calling them an expansion team by the time the season's over because they'll be so good. We'll forget about the fact they're an expansion team. Buck Williams makes that shot for the Heat. We got Glenn Rice for 3. He sinks that one for a 3 game. Now we have Alonzo Mourning up against Patrick Ewing. He wins out that matchup that time. 6-3. Patrick Ewing with that basket there for the Knicks. 6-5. Alonzo Mourning dribbling, handling the ball. Perhaps a little too much. Is this really something that he can do? Can't make that shot. I mean, you know, he didn't lose the ball, so I guess it worked out okay until he attempted the shot. Mark Jackson, though, is going to make this layup for the Knicks. 7-6. Gary Payton to Mourning. Was that a travel, by the way? I don't know. 10-7 after that Mourning dunk. Always nice to have a morning dunk. Tony Kukoc misses that shot. Here's another morning dunk. I like evening dunks. I like morning dunks. I like dunks in the midday. Now I feel like I'm doing an ad for Bagel Bites. You know, dunks in the morning, dunks in the evening, dunks at supper time. All right. Okay. Let me just forget that let's just pretend I didn't do that. 128-98 is the final score there. The Heat spanked the Knicks. Good Lord. And you know what? Here's a nice shot of Alonzo Mourning. Maybe we can use one of these for a thumbnail. That one's... Ooh, I like that one. Is it close enough? I noticed that I get more clicks when I get a nice close-up of a player, but sometimes a nice, like, wide shot of a guy dunking looks cool. It's just when you're scrolling on your phone or your YouTube app, it might not be eye-popping. So I don't know. I got to sacrifice art for commerce, I guess. Let's watch another Heat Knicks game. 104-100. By the way, there's a couple of awesome Heat Knicks games in this video, in this season in general. So I'm looking forward to showing you all of them. Here's Alonzo Mourning missing that basket, but he gets this dunk right there. I'm looking forward to the beginning of a real rivalry between the Heat and the Knicks, just like in real life. Late 90s Heat-Knicks rivalry. Let's see if we can get that going. Patrick Ewing versus Alonzo Mourning. That's a missed shot for Ewing. It's 106-102 at Madison Square Garden. Tony Kukoc passing it to Buck Williams to Steve Smith for the layup. 108-102 now. Heat up by 6. Spree gets the screen. Pulls up. Can't make that shot. Buck Williams with the rebound. He gets fouled. And it looks likely that the Heat will take this game. So right off the bat, early in the season, the Heat win 2 back-to-back games against the Knicks. I believe they played these games back-to-back. So just like that, looks like the Heat will take this game. And Patrick Ewing's going to have that ball go out of bounds. Yeah, I think this game's over. Let's see what the final score ended up being. 109-106, 30-13 for Patrick Ewing. 5 assists as well. Alonzo Mourning had 27 and 12. He's really coming into his own. He would be in his third year, just like Shaq. Here's the Nets roster. Tim Hardaway is here. Cedric Ceballos, Stacey Augmon, Roy Hinson, Ronnie Cycli, Greg Anderson, Jeff Turner. And let's check them out against the Denver Nuggets, Mutombo and Mookie Blaylock and Reggie Williams and you know this Nuggets team by now, I think, right? So let's check out this matchup. Roy Hinson's back in New Jersey. He took a 1-year visit to Atlanta and then came back to New Jersey via trade because the Nets stupidly let him go, and they needed him. They missed the playoffs. So let's check this out. Tim Hardaway threw it to someone, the other team, I think is what he threw it to. And now the Nuggets take advantage of this with this shot by Mookie Blaylock. It is 95-93. Just over 5 minutes left to go in this game in the fourth quarter. And we have Hinson to Cycli for the baseline jumper. Tie game at 95. Mookie Blaylock for the jumper there. It's 97-95. 4:19 left to go. We got Roy Hinson to Cycli, to Ceballos, to Tim Hardaway. Hardaway pulls up for the J, sinks it. 97-97. Mookie Blaylock up against Tim Hardaway. Ball makes its way to Dan Marley. And Marley to Blaylock. Come on, fellas. Blaylock misses that shot. Cycli with the rebound. And with just over 3 minutes left to go, Stacey Augmon's going to make that shot for the Nets. A nice turnout in the Meadowlands for this game. As there's a made shot for the Nets there, 101-97. And they're rowdy, too. They're clapping at the same time, or I think they're clapping, or they're pumping their fists at the same time, which is nice to see. There's a made shot by the Nuggets. I should probably pay attention to who's shooting the ball instead of looking at the crowd. Rebound Nuggets, 101-99. Marley, Thunder Dan to Bedford. Mookie Blaylock, dribbling, trying to drive, pass it out to Reggie Williams. Williams and Dan Marley for 3. That's good. 102-101. Less than a $1:30 left to go. Tim Hardaway is going to make that jumper off balance and everything. 103-102 now. Ensuing Nets possession. We got Roy Hinson passing it to Cycli. Gets that shot to go in. Nets with a 3-point game. We can already see the Nets seem much improved compared to last season. Mookie Blaylock misses that corner 3. And the Nets could possibly take this game at home early in the season against a playoff team. Cycli ices the game pretty much for the Nets right there. 113-106, the final score. Whew. And the Nets look better for sure. 31 points for Hardaway. Blaylock had 23. And let's check out this Kings team in Sacramento. Their new court. I don't think we see them in this court yet with the new decals and all that stuff, new colors and all that. Muggsy Bogues for the Wolves. He misses that shot. So yeah, the Kings have a new look. They got Charles Barkley. They're hot, you know. Chris Mullin makes that shot for the Kings. You know, they're a very exciting team. Muggsy Bogues with that jump shot. 92-89. Chris Mullin now with the ball to KJ. You can't make that shot, but some bonuses right there for the putback. 92-91. 2:46 left to go. Charles Barkley to Chris Mullin. Back to Barkley. To Hornacek for 3. Wide open. Can't make the shot, but Barkley's right there for the rebound and dunks the ball. Kings take the lead. Muggsy Bogues now. 5'3" Muggsy Bogues. Passing it to Leitner. And now here is Randy White. Pivoting. Missing that shot. Barkley with the rebound. 93-92 still. And here's KJ. with the pass to Barkley and the dunk, 95-92. Bogues to Leitner. Leitner guarded by Sabonis. Leitner throws up a shot, misses. Sabonis with the rebound. Now we got in the fast break, we got Jeff Hornacek making that shot. 97-92. Check out a replay of Hornacek. Some Hornacek replay action. Gotta love it. Now it's 97-92. Christian Leitner can't get that basket to go in. And Barkley gets the rebound. Now Hornacek's got the ball again. He passes it to Mullen. Mullen to KJ. KJ to Sabonis. Sabonis with the layup there. 99-92. Alley-oop to Charles Barkley. And the crowd likes that. They like their new star. 103-92 is the score. Sacramento beats the Wolves. 25-14 for Sabonis. 18 points for Kenny Anderson. And we're going to move right along. What do we got left? I think we've seen everybody at this point. We've seen pretty much every team. So let's check out some fun games. Cavaliers versus the Heat. Morning with that dunk over Ralph Sampson. 112-110. Here's a block by Ralph Sampson, who was a little bit mad about getting dunked on so hard. And now the Cavaliers trying to make a quick basket, perhaps. Ralph Sampson to Reggie Miller. Back to Sampson. Makes the shot. So that's what you get when you get Ralph Sampson. You get some reliable scoring inside, you know. And now here's Kukoc with the miss there. Morning with the putback. 114-112. We got Mark Price, the Detlef Shrimp, passing it to Sampson, to McKee, to Mark Price, Reggie Miller for two. That's good. 116-114 now. Alley-oop was botched. Sampson just snatched it from the air. And then we got Mark Price going the other way, trying to penetrate. But Gary Payton's the glove for a reason. Derek McKee now to Reggie Miller. The shot clock winding down. Miller off glass. God damn. All right, Reggie. Now here's Mark Price. Reggie Miller for three. Can't get that to go. The Heat still have life with 44 seconds left to go in the game. Gary Payton waiting. Passing it. No. ISOing. Looks like it's an ISO. Can't make that shot over Mark Price. And there's a foul, and that's the end of the game. 121-114. The Cavs win. Cavs beat the Heat, a very young, up-and-coming Heat team. And what do we got left? We got, I won't tell you. It's going to be a surprise. You have no idea who's going to be the next set of teams. They're going to go off against each other. Here comes Jazz Warriors. Why? Because Jason Kidd, that's why. Let's get some Jason Kidd highlights. You know, it's hard to find. You pick two teams in the 95 season, you're going to find something interesting. And in this game, maybe we've seen the Jazz enough. We know the starting five, but Jason Kidd's kind of an unknowable. We only saw a few games out of him. He's a rookie. Now here he is, passing it. Great pass to Michael Cage. So he's got the crafty passing. He's got his finishing. That's also crafty. He's a great shooter, at least in his sim. I know he wasn't a great shooter to start his career in life, but in the sim, he seems to be a great shooter. And maybe he'll show us just how good of a shooter he is right now. Let's see. Is he going to pass it, or is he going to shoot it? Kidd goes for the layup. Decides to do neither. Goes for the layup. Finishes. 116-106. I mean, almost immediately he's made the Warriors a more respectable team, you know. They just look better when we jump into these games. Like their offense just runs smoother. There's Michael Adams missing that shot. Grant Long with the rebound. Kidd. Let's see how he works the fast break. If he decides to... Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. There you go. Michael Cage with the dunk there. Thanks to that Kidd pass. Now here's Kidd with the fancy dribble work. Gets fouled there. And we don't really need to see these free throws, but Look, he kissed his hand and did that thing. That's pretty cool. And now here's Jason Kidd missing that free throw though. Every time I cut to his every time I see his face, it looks slightly older. By the way, so I don't know what that's all about. So when we first saw his face, he looked like he might be 22, but every time we cut to his face, he looks like a year older, and now he looks like he's in his 30s. So I don't know what that's all about. But here's Kidd again. If I'm still showing this game, there must be a damn good reason. John Starks handling the ball. I hope there's a damn good reason why I'm showing you this, because this game is all way over. Okay, Jason Kidd passing it to Kennedy, who makes that shot off glass. Okay, I mean, cool. Kidd pass. He got another assist, so maybe that's why I showed it to you. I don't know. This game is definitely over. Kidd, though, looks very impressive. Very, very impressive. 33 points for Kidd. 8 assists, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. 15 for 20 from the field as well. So Kidd is really lighting up early on, impressing everybody. Impressing me for sure. So that's going to be fun to watch for the rest of the season. Rookie Kidd. Back to the Cavs, by the way, who also have a pretty fun team. Ralph Sampson, Reggie Miller, Catledge is out there, Mark Price, Derek McKee. Of course, as I praise them, I thought, oh my God, I actually never seen that before. Diving after the ball, good for Reggie. I guess his hustle numbers are high. Reggie Miller misses that shot after all that. 87-86. I never saw a player dive for the ball in this game before. It took 11 seasons. Now here's a putback there for the Nuggets, 88-87. They have a 1-point lead. And now we got Ralph Sampson passing it to Reggie Miller, to McKee, to Price, to Catledge for 2. That's good. 89-88. Mookie Blaylock pulls up for the J, sinks it for the Nuggets. Reggie Miller. Kind of weird. Why did he do that? Pass it to Sampson, though, so that worked out. He got the dunk, 91-90. Mookie Blaylock passing it to Charles Smith for the dunk there. Now we got Mark Price. Sampson calls for the ball, receives the ball, makes the basket. Mookie Blaylock for 3. Can't get that to go in. Mutombo gets fouled after getting the rebound. And now I think we're going to see some Mutombo free throws. First one is no good. He's mad about it too. Don't get in your head, Mutombo. Don't let it get to your head. Okay, he made the second one. So he succeeded in not letting it get to his head. That's good for him. And now let's see what the Nuggets do. Cavaliers do. Let's see how the Nuggets defend the Cavaliers. Reggie Miller can't make that 3. And timeout. Tie game. Let's see what the Nuggets do here. Mookie Blaylock, top of the key. 20 seconds left to go in the game. Mark Price in position in his defensive stance. Blaylock has a lot of options. But what's he going to do? Here comes this motion. Blaylock for the long 2. Gets it to go in. 95-93. Bang is what Mike Breen would say. Should I steal bang? Or I can't do that, can I? Mark Price, meanwhile, no! Can't get the layup. The price is wrong. The price is wrong. That's a shame. Nuggets win 95-93. Mark Price with 22 points, 5 assists. And that would do it for this game. What do we got left? Clippers versus Warriors. More Kidd. Some Weber. See? It doesn't matter who's playing. There's something interesting. Something interesting to watch. John Starks is going to miss that shot. Michael Cage with the rebound. Kidd to Grant Long. Starks to Grant Long. Now Kidd has the ball. Guarded by Terrell Brandon. Another fun player. Now Kidd makes that shot to tie game. Check out this replay of Kidd on Brandon. Kidd with some nice moves. Makes the layup there. Now we got Weber getting blocked. Makes that basket, though, Chris Weber. Haven't seen enough of him thus far in the sim. Hopefully we get to see more. Jason Kidd now. Bringing the ball up court. Guarded by Brandon again, as you'd expect. Passes to John Starks. John Starks dribbling. Driving. Well guarded. Grant Long is open, though, and makes that two-pointer. It's a tie game at 114. Terrell Brandon to Dominique. I haven't really seen much from him this season. It's season's early, but let's see what he can do at his old age. Seems like he's not really doing much. Misses that shot. So that's what you get. Dominique in his mid-30s, that's about what he does at this point in his career. Everyone used to be a high-flying dunker and all that stuff. That was fun. Jason Kidd pulls up for the jumper. Misses. Grant Long is right there, though. And he gets the putback. And now here he is trying to get a three-point play. And he will be successful. 117, 114 is the score now. Dominique Wilkins dribbling the ball. Gets the screen from Purvis Ellison. And Wilkins will pull it for the jumper. He heard what I said about him, and he decided to show that he still got it. So, shut me up. John Starks passing it to Kidd. Kidd double teamed. Starks to Andrew Kennedy. Here's Kidd again. Double teamed again. I mean, they already know Kidd is dangerous. They already know that. And even though he's only been in the league for like not even in a month yet. And here's a not a rebound for the Warriors. The Clippers get the ball. And we got me with a bad back right now, trying to sit without any support. And we got Dominique Wilkins missing that jumper. Chris Webber's right there for the putback. 118, 117. Andrew Kennedy for three. That's good. 120, 118. Warriors with a 2-point lead in Oakland. And now let's see how the Clippers will respond. Dominique isoing, driving, takes the shot too early, but does get the rebound and dunk. So he ties the game at 120, but leaves Jason Kidd with a lot of time to work with. Let's see how Jason Kidd can take advantage of the excess time. Maybe set someone up for a game winner, or maybe he'll take it himself. What's Jason Kidd gonna do, folks? He's gonna drive. He's gonna miss the shot. Overtime. So here we go. Starks to Kennedy. That shot's good. 122, 120. Terrell Brandon to Dominique Wilkins. Back to a tie game. Chris Webber is going to miss that shot. Purvis Ellison's right there for the putback. 124, 122. Jason Kidd dribbling. Passing it to Andrew Kennedy for the dunk. Tie game at 124. Dominique Wilkins. Some crossover work, some between the legs dribbling. Passing to Terrell Brandon, who can't make that shot. You know, the Clippers offense doesn't look all that, good. Purvis Ellison makes that shot. They have 124 points, though, so they are scoring. It's just there's not much ball movement, a lot of dribbling, a lot of isoing from Dominique. Meanwhile, Terrell Brandon gets the ball. Brandon for the long two. He does sink that shot. Brandon can shoot. Jason Kidd now to Kaminsky. Kaminsky's been in the league for a long time. It's fun to see him actually get some minutes for the Warriors. Now we have Kidd. Shot clock winding down. Can't make that shot. Clippers rebound. We got Blue Edwards to Purvis Ellison, who makes that shot for the Clippers. 128, 126. Jason Kidd can't penetrate. Passing to John Starks, who's open. Can't make that shot either. Clippers with a chance to extend this lead. Dominique Wilkins. Is he going to call for another ISO? Is he going to try and penetrate? He passes it off to Brandon. Back to Wilkins. And now Wilkins. Back to Brandon. Here we go. Brandon gets the pass. Makes the shot for the Clippers. 130, 126. Interesting to see how that developed. Jason Kidd misses that shot. Grant Hill gets the putback. Or Grant Long gets the putback. Dominique Wilkins is right there for that basket there. 132-128. John Starks has the ball. Warriors are running out of time and options. Starks at the wing to Kennedy. Kennedy to Kidd. Kidd. Shot clock winding down. Back to Kennedy for 3. Can't get that to go in. And this game is likely over. Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's over. So let's check out the box score. 24 points for Andrew Kennedy. 30 points for Dominique Wilkins. 29 and 10 for Purvis Ellison. So good game. Overtime game. Can't be mad about that. We got one more game left. Penny and Shaq against Orlando. How weird is that, right? Now we got O'Neal with the ball here. Making that shot over Kevin Duckworth. 106-100. Larry Johnson. Some good defense from Mark Aguirre. Gets the rebound. That's why they brought him in. Now we got Xavier McDaniel to Shaq for the dunk there. 108-100. Larry Johnson loses the ball. Mark Aguirre. Some more good defense over the wily old vet. Penny Hardaway to Mark Aguirre in the post. Mark Aguirre turns around, misses that shot. Orlando ball. Let's see what Orlando can do with this possession. Sleepy Floyd handling the ball. Passing it to Larry Johnson. Up against Mark Aguirre. And this time Mark Aguirre fouls Larry Johnson. And we're going to see LJ at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Let's see if you can hit this second one right here to keep the Magic in the game. Because he's going to need to hit it if they want to have a chance. All right, 108-102. Penny Hardaway. Alley-oop to Shaq. You know, this Bucks team has been well established. They're a good playoff team. They won over 50 games last season. The crowd is still kind of meh. What is with this crowd? Why is that Why is it not full? I know. Is it Orlando? Is it because it's not against a good team? That's I don't like it. Kendall Gill makes that dunk there for the Bucks. 116-104 will be the final score. The Bucks look good, very, very good, and it'll be fun to see more Bucks games. 28-20 for Shaq. Yeah, we'll be seeing more Bucks games later in the season. We have reached December 1st, though. So what do we do now, of course? We league leaders first, perhaps? Let's do that. And Michael Jordan averaging 40.5 points in November. Wow. Wow. I'll tell you right now, that number goes down. It never doesn't stay that high, all right? But holy shit. Holy shit. That's wild. Mitch Richmond is second in scoring. Has never made an All-Star game. Hopefully that changes this year because it's 1995. He should be an All-Star at this point. David Robinson with 28 points per game. Ron Harper with over 27, which is not how he was in real life on the Bulls. Pippen 24.8. The Bulls are the Bulls top three. They are really scoring in bunches. Jason Kidd is in the top 10, by the way, in scoring. Dale Ellis at 34 years old. He's averaging over 23 points per game for the first time in his career, which I didn't touch his touches or shot tendencies. He's just scoring a lot now. I don't know what's going on. David Robinson's leading the league in rebounds. Rodman is second in that category. Mutombo's third. John Stockton, of course, is always in first place in assists. Tim Hardaway's right behind him, though. Terry Porter in third. Let's check out the standings now. The Bullets are 12-4. The Bulls are 12-5. Pacers, Nets. You'd expect the Bulls to be better, maybe, but I think the chemistry thing. 2K is always weird about chemistry, so I think the Bulls will eventually come together as their chemistry builds, and I'm sure they'll have a pretty good record when it's all said and done. The Pistons are at the bottom. Magic, Sixers, Hawks. Yes, they're all quite bad as you'd expect. Celtics as well. Cavaliers maybe should be a bit better than what their record shows, and the Hornets as well, 7-9. The Heat are 9-8. The Knicks are 10-7. So, yeah, some underachieving teams, some teams that are as bad as you think. Sixers maybe a little bit too bad. I didn't think they'd be that bad at this point with Glenn Robinson and Vin Baker, but they are still a young team. So I don't know. Suns are 15-3. Nuggets are 11-3. You got the Kings, Blazers, Sonics, Lakers, Mavericks. Rockets are 8-7. I don't know why. 8-9. Spurs. Yeah, I mean it's December 1st. You know you can't take this. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Wolves are 2-15. Come on, Wolves! What the hell's going on? You have a good team now. They're a decent team at least. You could say that, right? They have some decent players. 2-15 is just what the hell, guys? Get it together. Get it together, Wolves. What's going on with you? All right, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe. I am Reddit Sports Gamer. We got December coming up next. We got a whole lot of 95 highlights to show you as we continue with the 40 Years Sim. Thank you very much. Goodbye.